Hey, it's Sunday. Oh my goodness, it's Sunday. It's so windy outside. I had to go out and run some errands and stuff. And so I was out in the wind a whole lot. And it makes me grouchy to be out in the wind. Do you ever get like that? I think the thing about it is when the wind is just whipping every which way and it blows my hair into my face, especially if I'm trying to do something like I'm trying to put groceries in my trunk or get groceries out of the cart and get them in the trunk, or I'm trying to do something and my hair is just in my face, and then it just makes me mad. Like, it just makes me grouchy. And I had to go run. I had to go to several places today. I went all over the place today. And I desperately need to get a shower because I went to an exercise class a little bit ago, and I learned something that I actually already know because I've had this happen before, but I didn't really think about it. Hang on, Evie wants to come in. Evie was scratching at the door. Now she's in here. Hey, cat. Hey. She's rubbing on the dresser for some reason, the chest of drawers. Hey, kitty. So, yeah, well, here's what happened. Last night, I made these meatballs. I made meatballs, and I went a little too heavy on the garlic in this dish that I made with meatballs. And I overdid it. I really overdid the garlic. I didn't mean to, but if any vampires had come along last night, I'd have been all right. They didn't. Maybe that's why they stayed away. They smelled the garlic. Evie, what you doing? She's hiding behind me. She's being shy. She got directly behind my head. Don't look at me while I take a bath. Got Pumpkin right here. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Look how she sits like a proper little lady. Look at her. She looks like a statue. That's just how she sits. Pumpkin. Punky Doo. He's sitting like a little statue. She says, shut up. Pumpkin. No. No. Boop's downstairs. So yeah, so I made these meatballs, and I had some last night. And then I went to an exercise class. I'm getting ready to go take a shower, but I wanted to say hey to you before I go get my shower. So I went to this class today that I get sweaty in, and like I could smell it coming out of my pores, and it was so awful. I was like, oh my God, I could smell the garlic from those damn meatballs last night. It was awful. It was so bad, and I wanted to like apologize to people around me, like, I'm really sorry. They say that you smell it more yourself than people do around you, but I don't know if that was true for me today. I think everybody could smell it. Like, I know they smell this garlic. It's like coming out of me. It's like this exercise class is just exorcising. The exercise class exorcised the garlic. Pumpkin, what are you doing? What what is up there? Leave her foot alone. Look, she's a mess. Leave her alone. Let her take a bath. Lord. Gotta mess with her. He's like, go away. Everybody, is it bath time? Well, they heard me say I was taking a shower. I guess they know it's bath time. Why y'all gotta do that? They do this. Like if I'm getting ready to make a video, they'll wait until I'm ready to start, and they'll get right up here on the end of the bed and start taking a bath. Like, I don't need that noise in the background. Why do you have to take a bath right now? You've been in here for an hour and you haven't done anything. It's crazy. It's been kind of a non-eventful day. Well, there may be an eventful day tomorrow, though. I'll tell you about that. I'm telling you, after I get the Masonite off this house, I'm not doing any more home improvement projects for a while. I do want to get my driveway pressure washed again, and the cement pad in the back. Man, they're just going to town back there, Evie. Jeez, they're a mess. And I found a guy that is really, really good at pressure washing. He's very careful about it, and he takes his time. He doesn't just come like a lot of companies do and, do a half-assed job. Now, you get what you pay for when it comes to pressure washing. Usually if you find a company that'll do it really cheap, they're not going to do a very good job. Anyway, this guy's really good. He's just a one guy. He doesn't have any employees. It's just him. He comes out and He came out 2 or 3 summers ago and did my driveway, my side porch, the whole house, and the back concrete pad, and it was like $450. But he was here for like 6 or 7 hours. I mean, he was here basically all day. Did a beautiful job. Beautiful. My driveway looked brand new. I mean, it was unbelievable how much better everything looked. It looked like I got a new driveway. It was crazy how much better it looked. Anyway, I want to get that done. I'm not super worried about it, but I do want to get that done. But I've had it with damn home improvement projects. Okay, I didn't have this channel going when I was working on all the other projects, so you didn't hear all the horror stories of getting all the other stuff done. Amy. Amy. Are you washing your tail? What are you licking? She's licking her tail. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I hired this company to take my Masonite down, and I've talked about it before. Where's my chapstick? Hang on a minute. She's glaring at me again. I needed my chapstick. My lips get dry. I did redo my nails today. What do you think of that color? I think it's cool. It's an LA Colors gel. It's not really a gel, but they call it a gel something. I thought it was really pretty. I thought it was nice for springtime. Excuse me. Sorry, I just chugged a big glass of Pepsi. I apologize. I would edit that out, but this is not like a real channel. I mean, it is, but you know. Damn cat. So I hired this company, and I don't know why I even bother saying this. It had a really good reputation. Really good reputation. The Google reviews were all good. Everything looked good. Blah, blah, blah. I'm coming to learn, though, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay, I hired these people back in the beginning of February to redo my Masonite. And they said, well, we have to order the stuff. We have to order the siding. I'm doing vinyl siding. I'm going to have them redo all of the insulation and everything. Replace any wood back there that needs to be replaced. Like, I want all of it redone that needs to be redone. All the old insulation out, all new insulation put in, everything. We're going to start with the back of the house. The back of the house is going to be one job. And the way this company works is, and this is what they recommended to me, and this is what other people do, you have one part done as one job, and then you schedule the rest of it as a second job, because as a returning customer, you save 15% on the job. So they're going to do the sides and the dormers on the front as the second job. The front of my house is brick, so I don't have to do anything to the front. Well, so I scheduled this at the beginning of November. They said, now there is a backlog on getting your siding. You know, they're seriously backed up. COVID, which is the excuse everybody uses now for every damn thing. They just blame it on COVID, and, you know, you're supposed to just understand, which I get there are delays, but I think a lot of people use it as an excuse to, you know, drag ass a little bit. So this was right after Halloween. It was like November 1st, November 2nd. That I ordered this stuff. It just came in right at the end of March. And they said the reason it took so long was there were not many requests for the color I chose. Apparently it's not a common color these days. I don't know why, but anyway, it came in and they said, here's our procedure. Here's what we do. We have it drop shipped to your house. And then ideally we come the next day to install it. We try to schedule things in such a way that it's delivered to you the day before we come install it. I said, sounds good to me. I don't care. I don't have to be here when they do it, so I don't care. Whatever. Well, it was delivered to my house over a week ago now. This coming Wednesday, it'll be 2 weeks ago. It was delivered to my house. They were supposed to come the next day and install it. Well, nobody showed up. So I called them the day after they were supposed to show up and to try to find out what's going on. And the lady I talked to didn't know, you know, she said, well, I see here where it was scheduled with you, But the guy who did the scheduling didn't bother to tell the installers about it. So they didn't know they were supposed to go. I said, well, it kind of probably would have been good if somebody had told the installers that, they needed to come here. And she said, yes, ma'am, sorry about that. So we scheduled it again for last Wednesday. Well, she said either Wednesday or Thursday. She said, absolutely, definitely, they will show up either Wednesday or Thursday. Now, this was last week. And I said, okay, well, that's fine. But somebody came and messed with it. Did I tell you about that? Some guy came up backed his truck into my driveway, went up to the big giant pallet of stuff, cut the straps off of it, and went through it and dropped some stuff on little boxes. I think I did tell you about that. Nobody knows who that was or why he did it. Nobody. The company doesn't know. They don't know who it was. So I said, well, it was on, I caught him on 2 different security cameras coming into my yard and doing that. And you can see his face plain as day. You can see his license plate plain as day because he backed into the driveway. So we can find out who it is if we need to. So anyway, nobody showed up Wednesday. Nobody showed up Thursday. First thing Friday morning, I get a call from this guy, like 8 a.m. Yes, ma'am, this is so-and-so from ABC Construction. I can't remember what, doesn't matter. And I said, yeah. He said, we have contracted with the company to come install your siding. I said, why? He said, what do you mean, why? I said, when I talked to the salesman about this siding, the salesman told me that they use their own employees. They don't contract this work out to other people. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to work with them, because I've had bad experiences with contract labor. Contract companies coming to do stuff. Because a lot of times the company doesn't know what the hell they're doing. When the contractors don't know, and there's always communication breakdown in there. And it goes wrong. And he said, well, ma'am, can you tell me the name of the salesman? Because he shouldn't have told you that. So I told him. But I said, but what difference does it make what his name is? I mean, that's what he said and that's one of the reasons why I agreed to work with this company, was because he said they have their own employees that install the stuff and they don't contract out. So this is not cool. So, what did he say after that? And then he said, well, I probably shouldn't be telling you this. I'm like, you shouldn't. Well, spill the dirt there, man. I want to hear it. I like to hear something I'm not supposed to hear. He said, well, I probably shouldn't say this, but the other company they had contracted with is in the middle of a lawsuit, potentially. I don't know for sure, but I think they might be in the middle of a lawsuit. He didn't say why, but I'm assuming they messed something up. I said, oh, well, that's reassuring. At least they didn't come to my house. So I left a voicemail with the guy with the company that I had been talking to about it. He has not called me back. I left him a voicemail Friday about, why am I now hearing that a contract company is going to be installing my siding when your salesman told me that y'all don't do that you have your own employees that do the installations. And I haven't heard back from him. So I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy again. I hate this process so much. I hate this process. I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I agreed. I talked to the contractor, and I agreed to let him proceed, but that I am very unhappy and I am expecting damn good work. He said, yes, ma'am, I understand you're not happy. I wouldn't be happy either if I had been told that that wasn't going to happen. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. I'm very unhappy about it. I'm about this close to telling them, you know what, come get your shit off my property and go away. You can rip that contract up. Fortunately, well, I had to give them a small down payment, but I'm so tempted just to tell them, just take your shit and go away. I'm so sick and tired of people not doing what they say they're going to do. So anyway, I'm going to get this done, either through them or somebody else. I'm going to get my damn Masonite off this house and replaced. But I swear after that, I'm done. I am so sick and tired of home improvement projects. I don't want to do anymore. I hadn't planned to do any more anyway. I'm basically done. I can't think of anything else I was going to do. So, I mean, I'm basically there anyway, but thank God, because I want to get this done and not have to do any more, because I'm just fed up with these companies. I'm so fed up with all the crap. Even before COVID, it was a pain in the ass, but it's gotten worse since then. So they're supposed to show up first thing in the morning. I'll be really curious to see how this goes. At this point, I'm like, hell, let them do it. I want to see how this plays out. Shit, let them do it. Let them do it. Let them do it. It's satisfaction guaranteed. If I don't like it, I'm gonna let them know. You know, I don't give up till I'm satisfied. I'm still waiting. I'm still dealing with the door people. I'm not gonna go away that easily. So I'm irritated. I'm a bit miffed, but I'm miffed, but I'm kind of curious. I'm irritated but curious to see what happens tomorrow. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. Supposed to be. I'll be curious to see if they show up or not. We shall see. But meanwhile, that pallet of stuff in my driveway has been rained on. The wind has whipped it around so much that one of the boxes has basically fallen apart. Yeah, shit, it wasn't supposed to have to sit out there that long, but it did. And it ain't my fault. I already told him, I said, if there's any damage to that pallet, because it sat there so long and somebody messed with it, I'm not going to be responsible for it. I'm not going to be held responsible for that, financially or otherwise. I will not be held responsible for your stuff that you dropped in my driveway. So I'll let you know what happens, but I'm really eager to get the Masonite off the back of the house, because it's really bad. If you've ever dealt with Masonite, this house is about 30, a little over 30, well, yeah, it's over 30 years old. It's like 35 years old. That's probably the original Masonite that was put on the house. And it's this board material, but over time it just sort of disintegrates. And it's basically just slowly disintegrating. The only thing holding it on my house at this point is the paint that was painted over it. Because you can press it and it's literally just mushy. It's just mushy under the paint. It's got to come off. It's got to come off. And the back is the worst. So we're going to do the back and then the sides. But they're not going to be doing it if this doesn't go well. I'm going to let them go ahead and do it. But I'm going to make sure everybody at that company knows I'm not happy about it. And you need to educate your salesmen better if you got them going around telling people something that's not true like that, because that's a big deal. That's a very big deal to me, and I'm sure it's a big deal to other customers. So anyway, it's Sunday, and I got to get some stuff done. I really got to take a shower, because I smell like a stromboli or something. I don't know what the hell I smell like. I smell like a loaf of garlic bread. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful week coming up, and I will see you again soon.